Welcome back, everyone. Darth Slone here, your official partnered content creator for Expansive Worlds. One of the hot topics here lately has been how much temperature is affecting diamond spawns and all this. As a matter of fact, a lot of research has been done, and we're a little unsure what to do with it, but I think I'm on the right track here. Basically, and hopefully we'll catch a fish here, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. I've got a level 7 spinner on here, thanks to Stevie and Tackle World and his team for Split and Loyal Legend and some of his other helpers that have helped compile data on Spain. A lot of work. He went, I'll go ahead and say that he put in a lot more research than what I have. I'm just unable to. I'm a very busy guy, you know, with the family and my job and things like that. But the quickest way for me to compile data for Golden Ridge and Trosport is I put together a Google form. You may have seen that floating around a little bit. It's in my Discord. It's in my YouTube channel. It's in the video where I first mentioned the water temperature. Of course, we didn't get a bite. So it's in the description of that video, okay? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you, I have my data. I've got enough data to go on to get us started. I have not converted Celsius, so I'll go ahead and tell you that. So my Fahrenheit degrees may change some once we do some Celsius conversions and things. I did convert a few, like on the fish that I didn't have a lot that reported in Fahrenheit. I went ahead and looked up the Celsius and converted it so that I could get a top and bottom number. But most of these fish are within 2 to 3 degrees in that range. Some of them have a wider range, you know, because fish, you know, behave differently and all that. So we're going to look at it, look at my chart, and I have taken Stevie's chart and taken an image of it and added it to my document so that all 3 maps are on one spot, and I have put that in my Discord. So I'm going to show you where to find all that. We're going to discuss the technique again and how I do it. And I'm sure, you know, Stevie can add to that if you want to ask him, Tackle World in his stream. That's where we're at with that here. We finally have a fish coming in. Let's see what we got here. Now this is at the boat. So let's see what we've caught here. All right. So I was really targeting muskie. So that is 54.9 degrees, for example, okay? And I saw where it bit at. Now, here is the dilemma. Is that 54.9 degrees right where it bit my hook? Or you saw him come swimming in real fast? Is it where he came from? Now, once we figure that out, we're golden, okay? But regardless, these fish have an attraction radius, you know, so we don't know how far, and some fish probably have an attraction radius larger than others. This is just experimental, and this is not, I cast here, I'm going to get a diamond. That's not what this is. RNG is still a factor. As a matter of fact, I still don't have a Camiso barbel, and I've been doing this technique, but I was in a spot the other day, I pulled in 5 25-pounders. So I know it works. You still got to get lucky and spawn the diamond in. So, but I use this analogy. If you're drawing your name out of the hat to see if you've won a prize, would you rather stick your hand in a hat that has 50 names in it or 100 names in it? It's still luck, but you've eliminated some. You've improved your chances. You see what I'm saying? In other words, do I want to fish in a water hole that the temperature is all wrong and I'm never going to catch a diamond? Or do I want to fish in a water hole that the temperature is correct and I have a chance at pulling a diamond out? That's the thing. Nothing's guaranteed here. That's why I don't use diamond only hooks. Because I've got people out there saying, well, I've used this diamond hook all day. I'm like, because there's not a diamond there. There's still RNG. Every time you load the map up, you are going to get diamonds of various fish, and you don't know which fish they are. There's so many species on the map. You don't know what water hole that those diamonds have spawned in. You may not even be targeting the right fish. So that is where I think that you cause respawns to happen. I don't think they would make a game to where when you spawn in, you have zero chance of getting a diamond of a certain fish because it just didn't spawn right at the start when you started playing. I think respawns happen. That's the only fair way to do it. Is you're going to get a few initial diamond spawns, just kind of like the Hunter Call of the Wild, the sister game to this. You're going to get a few initial ones, you kill them, and then you have to make the other ones spawn in by shooting other animals, right? Same thing here. I believe it's the same mechanic. You're going to get some diamonds that randomly spawn on the map. That's RNG, that's luck. You don't know which ones those are. You can catch those, and then the rest of them, you're going to have to catch other fish to spawn them in. So it's RNG. But I'm just saying, if you're fishing in the wrong spot, you're never going to get a diamond there. And you can go back to the dev diaries and you can read all this, okay? This has been something that has been known since the beginning of this game. It's just, I didn't know that the temperature thing was that big of a factor. But if you go back and look through Discord and all the data that Stevie has compiled, and you look at all these diamonds, you don't have one caught at 10 degrees Fahrenheit and then one at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. They're all within that little window, every one of them. So we just got to figure out how to pinpoint that. So what I do is I caught this largemouth here. It's 54.9. So let's look. All right. This is also in my Discord, guys. So don't worry if it's blurry. If you can't get a good screenshot of this, it's in my Discord. So I'll show you where that's at before this video is over as well. Before we hop any further into it, let's do me a favor and hit that like, subscribe, notify bell. Really helps the channel out. We are growing, guys. We are growing, and I appreciate you all. You all are rock stars. The support has been unreal lately, and I would like to thank Scarecrow and Bro Bra and Big Rig and the community for helping me grow. You guys are out there, you know. I'm just a humble fisherman, you know, who happened to get lucky and win Tackle Tuesday. You know, it's probably the last time I'll ever bring it up, you know, that I won Tackle Tuesday season by 7 points. It's the last time y'all probably ever hear me say that, you know. I just, it's one of those things, I don't like to mention it, you know. I don't like to bring it up. I'm humble. I get real cringy when people ask me, you know, who won. Gosh, I just can't, that thing, it gets stuck sometimes on the screen. I don't know. But anyway, guys, let's look further into this. So here's the whole sheet. Stevie did all this work over here. I'm not taking any of that credit. And listen, he did a lot more than this. He has baits and everything in the world typed over on his. I'm just keeping it to temperature because that's as far as I can go with it, with my time constraints, with my job. I've got the 40-hour-a-week job. I've got ball games. I've got family. I stream on Twitch and YouTube. I've got a big TikTok following. I'm a busy guy, so it's tough for me to do all this, but eventually I'll get the Celsius in there, and then this will be a working document. So keep checking back on it. Again, it's in my Discord. The Discord link will be in the description below. So let's look. We have a largemouth. All right. And that's another thing. When you report your scores to me, make sure your largemouth isn't from Spain. We want a largemouth over here on Golden Ridge, because you look at the temperature differences. It's 65.9 to 70.6 for largemouth in Spain. But over here on Golden Ridge, the largemouth is 54.96 to 56.7. See there, we just got a couple degrees difference there. You know, not even a couple degrees, less than 2 degrees difference right there to catch those diamonds. Now, what did we catch that one at? It was right in that wheelhouse, wasn't it? So I could actually start casting back in there and have a good shot. Wasn't it 54.9 that we just caught that one? So I could cast in that same area. That's what I would do. Once I find the temperature, I cast in that same area. Now, let's say it was the wrong temperature. Then my next cast is going to go a little left. And then I'm going to base it on that. Okay, so I pulled that bad boy in from right through there. Right, so it's right almost, it's borderline too low of a temperature. So if I go left here and I cast, and let's say this one's 55 degrees or 56 degrees and I don't like it, or 57, 58 degrees or whatever, and I have seen the temperatures fluctuate that much, then I start going more right. Like I'm like, okay, the water's too warm if I go left. Let's see what the temperature is here on this one. Now that one's further away from the boat too, so we got to take that into account. It's process of elimination, okay? So I'm going to be sitting here casting all around. I'm going to notice far. I'm going to notice close. What is the temperature of this fish? Let's look. Even if it's a different fish. Okay, this is 55.5. All right? 55.5. So let's look at something here. First one's 54.9. I casted a little left and a little further away. We're where we need to be, okay? To catch a diamond, largemouth. We are exactly where we need to be. All right. So anywhere through here in this little area, I'm getting the temperatures that I want. Now I could cast way over here, and as a matter of fact, let's do it just for science. We got deeper water. There's no lily pads over here. Those lily pads are a habitat that the largemouth like. That's another thing. Temperature, and this is the argument that I hear a lot. Temperature is one of the factors. Somebody's talking about, the water flow, speed of the water, depth of the water, the vegetation in the ground, all that stuff. Here's the thing. We can't control any of that. It is what it is. We can't see under the water to see the vegetation. We can't. A lot of that stuff, we have zero control. It is what it is. Right now it's 55 degrees. So it seems like all around me is a good temperature right now. So what I do too, for Darth to learn a little bit here. What time of day is it? It's 5:38 in the morning and I'm right here. So that's a mental note for me as well. Now, as the day goes on and it's noon or 15 o'clock, maybe that temperature's too hot or too cold here. So kind of learn your spots. Now, temperature fluctuates. It might be a cold day. It might be a warm day. But that gives me something to go on. Like when I hop on a map, the next time I hop on a map, if I'm wanting to target largemouth bass and my time is similar to this, I'm going to come back here and check, because at least I know one time it was around that same temperature. It's going to be a little different. It's going to vary from map to map, from day to day. But at least I've got something to go on here, and I can just, instead of blindly guessing, I can be like, you know what? Around 5:30, 6 a.m., I was getting great temperatures here. So let's go start at that spot. See, all these little things add up to mean something. And the temperature is something that we get reported to us. You got to think, they code these games. You got to think like a computer sometimes. If temperature's not important, why'd they even put it on the screenshot? It's a little hint to help guide us in the right direction. We just got to figure it out, Something that I do, if I'm consistently casting in the same area and getting consistent temperatures, and then all of a sudden there's this one that's just 2 or 3 degrees off. Like, what in the world happened there? I'm casting in the same spot. I believe that you've attracted a fish from over to the right, from over to the left, and the temperature is where it came from. Okay? These fish that I'm catching right now, I'm casting close to them. See, there's 55.5. It didn't take me long to get that bite right there, right? Now, if you're reeling in and it takes forever to get a bite, it's almost to the boat, chances are that fish came from outside that radius from a warmer or colder temperature, and that's why you get fluctuating temperatures. But all I can control is I'm getting good temperatures right now. So I'll tell you something that I like to do. I like to start off using a smaller bait so I can check that temperature, baby. Then, after I've caught me 2 or 3 fish there, and I've got my temperature figured out. I'm like, okay, I'm casting in this direction. Put you a little bigger hook on there. You've caught 2 or 3 fish, so maybe one of those has spawned in as a diamond if you didn't already have one in that pool of water. Or B, maybe there's a diamond there and it just hasn't bit yet because all the small ones are getting to it first. So now you've got the right temperature. You know that the diamond could be in there because it's the right temperature. Use a little bigger hook for a few minutes and see what happens. I don't like to go to diamond only hook because goads also give you tokens. So I like to go up to a goad hook and throw out there a few times and see if I can't catch me a goad of whatever, you know. And it doesn't matter the species of fish. As you see there, there's a northern pike. We're still getting that 55.1 degree Fahrenheit right there. All right, guys, before we head out, that's just a little more on the weather and the temperature and how I fish. I think we're onto something with it. You know, we have herd management over on Hunter Call the Wild. This is kind of a loose version of that, I guess you could say. Still not guaranteed. It's just improving our chances a little bit. Again, fish in a water hole that is capable of catching diamonds instead of fishing in a water hole. Not. Still got to have luck. I don't want to hear, oh, it's not working, Darth. I've still not caught a diamond. Hey, I still haven't caught a diamond of several of these fish. But I know I'm not going to catch one if I fish in the wrong water hole and the wrong temperatures, okay? So here, let's look. I want to show you guys where it's at. We're looking at my Discord. We have the angler here, okay? When you look, go into my Discord, at the top, we've got alerts, we've got Darth's content, Mrs. Darth's Lime Life link. If you ever want to order any makeup needs or anything like that, she does really good selling Lime Life products for you ladies out there. We're under the angler temperature recording surveys. Okay, so if you want to submit, even if it's one fish that you catch, I just kind of want to show you how this is done. Let's say you're on Trollsport, you catch one diamond. You don't have to, every time you catch one, it's fine. I've got it set to where you can just leave these blank. I've got this set to where you can record one time, one fish, come back in as many times as you want. Say you catch a diamond brown trout, just put it right there, go down here to the bottom, hit submit. Okay, just hit submit, and that reports that one fish. That's fine. That's fine. Fahrenheit, Celsius, whatever, that's okay. That's how you do it. It's simple as that. You click on the link, it takes you right to it. No big deal. That's how you report fish. You know, report them as you get them. While it's fresh in your mind, it takes less than a minute. Another thing, now there's Stevie's stuff that he put in, okay? But I put it all on one sheet. Right here it is. I just made an image out of it because I don't have editing rights to his sheet, so I just screenshot the parts that I needed and pasted them into my document, and there it is. You can pull that up. There you go. Now this is going to change a little. It shouldn't change much because it looks very similar to Stevie's with 2 to 3 degrees difference on most fish. Okay. Nice handy little thing. Now Stevie's has a lot more detail. He's got baits and all kinds of stuff on his. I've just pulled in the temperatures on mine. So that is it. You can join my Discord. It's in the description. You can get to this. You can see it. And there you go, guys. That is how I use water temperature to determine where I'm casting. Okay. Hope this video has helped. We're still learning. I'm still calling on you guys to report your fish and all that. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for all the support lately. Hit that like, subscribe, notify bell if you haven't yet. Let me know in the comments. If you don't want to submit anything when you catch a diamond, like first thing I do is come here and look and see if it falls outside of this range, okay? If it does, if it's, you know, like right here, Arctic char, if you catch one in 38 degree water, there's no point in reporting it because we've got 37.7 to 40.3, okay? If you catch one that's warmer or colder, then report it, okay? And we're also asking not to report anything older than the console release, like the evolution update. Let's not report anything older than that because I think things have changed. I found some old diamonds from when I first started playing and the temperature was way off from what's being reported recently. So I think the date Let's go evolution update and sooner, okay? I think the older diamonds are not fitting in this wheelhouse. Some things in the coding have changed since then. But that is going to do it, guys. My name is Tackle Tuesday Champion. Oh, sorry. My name is Darth Slone, your official partner content creator, and I appreciate all the support, guys. We are now streaming on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays around 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays anywhere from 4:30 to 5, in that range. And we'll go to like 6:30 or 7. So we'll say 5 to 7, maybe a little earlier than that on Thursdays Eastern time. My other streams are on Twitch, usually around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. Don't stream on Fridays. Fridays is my day off. But we appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.